Light up that gas pack when the trading day is over. You feel me? I don't indulge when the trading day is going on, but like on weekends, and I ain't gotta wake up the next morning. Like fire up that gas pack on my soul, folks. We firing up that gas pack. You feel me? We smoking Nasdaq pack. That's what we doing. We coming to kill the markets. Roll up that Nasdaq, folks. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kato Geechee, aka the Trading Plug. We back. It's another year. It's 2025. We moving on to bigger, better things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? The Urban Trading Collective. Shout out to the committee. All of that. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank y'all for staying tapped in. We do got a road to $10,000 in profit and payouts video coming this week as well. Today, the topic that I wanted to talk about is higher time frame analysis or multiple time frame analysis. I just made a little change to my strategy. Now everyone knows that I don't trade regular time charts, so with that being said, my higher time frame analysis is going to look a little bit different, but for the most part it still has the same purpose. And I think, me personally, I think this higher time frame analysis might be better than the regular time charts. If you already a prop firm trader and you're not signed up with Apex, use the Apex code down below. We're trying to get us a custom code this year, 2025. We're trying to get that. We're trying to custom code members ASAP. Don't waste no time. We're going to be using MotiveWave today. Make sure y'all tap in with that, right? And make sure you go follow me on X. Where it's at? It's on that side. Follow me on X. You know, we are on TikTok right now. I'm not sure how we're gonna run that play, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want to see me do more TikTok lives, more YouTube lives, and we'll kind of go from there. But without further ado, let's move over to MotiveWave real quick and get it cracking. Okay, so y'all see MotiveWave is up right here. If you on Mac or any Apple product, I recommend using MotiveWave. Especially if you're using Tradezella, this is just going to be a better alternative. So I don't want to waste too much time, y'all. So this right here is the new addition that I added to my strategy. This is going to be the 100 range chart. So every candlestick on this chart is going to be 100 ticks, right? So y'all know I use the 50 range chart for actual entries. This is the NQ. The NQ can move 50 ticks in seconds. So the 50 range chart is still a scalp when you're trading from the 50 range. But this right here helped me big time within this last week. Right now we've been having a hell of a losing streak, but it's okay. On the road to $10,000 in profit and payouts video, we're gonna fill y'all in. I had a problem where I couldn't really identify where we were in the market on my lower time frame, and then I started to realize I'm too zoomed in, right? So what was happening is I would get caught up in some chop. This is how you know that this really helped, is because on this higher time frame you can't tell what chop even looks like, right? So this right here is chop, right? But on this chart it just looks like a couple candlesticks that are just going up and down. Now granted, when I zoom out, this is going to be chop, but if I'm looking at it from right here, this is what I liked about it, is if I'm looking at it from here, I can tell, and I can tell myself, okay, we've been trading in between these two zones here. Let's not indulge until we leave out of these zones. And that helped me. It's not about winning every trade, it's about taking less losses, right? If you know me, I'm all about managing that risk. This helped me manage the risk perfectly. Not only that, once I did this, I was able to start making sure that I'm trading with the primary trend. I was on my 2K tick chart, I was trading with the trend for the most part. But when you're looking at this, even if I was on the 8K tick chart, I know that you can say anytime you're above this EMA, right? This is the 9 EMA. You can easily say anytime we're above or below this EMA, we're trading with whatever trend that is. Now, the thing is when you do that, right, you got these small periods where you got this pullback. But if you looking and you not looking at this higher time frame, you might think that this is really a downtrend right here when you zoomed in, right? Because each candlestick is 100, each one of these candlesticks is 100 ticks. So if you see the market go you know, 200-300 ticks, you like, oh shit, this is gonna be a trend. Then you realize, oh no, we at a zone right here. Then that's when you realize we're making higher highs and higher lows. So then I'm looking, and it's still happening here. We didn't break market structure. Right? This is why I love these range charts, is because we didn't break market structure. I can see the market structure. I can see that we still creating higher highs and higher lows. What do I do when we get here? I drop down to my 50 range charts and I'm looking for buys off of these zones here, right? As long as we don't break this over here, right? If I gotta zoom in, I will. As long as we don't break this, I'll zoom in a little bit just so y'all can see, right? As long as we don't break this here, right? We can be looking for longs. We didn't break it. Boom, we retest this level. What am I doing here? I'm looking for longs. We get up and we come all the way back up to this zone. Even from here to here, 100 ticks is beautiful on the NQ as far as money, right? So even on the one contract, this is a nice hefty move here. You feel me? Like, this is more than 100 ticks. This one candlestick is 100 ticks. So you got to think about it. This is 300 ticks. 300 ticks in one direction, and we didn't get a pullback until here. You feel me? So, you know, that's how I want it. That's how I was thinking about it. And I'm trading zone to zone. That's it. Let's say we taking this trade here, and if we want to, we can actually make some drawings on this. So we're just gonna option C real quick. I'm gonna just put y'all up on some game. We basically got a bull flag going on here. Price gave us the support. As soon as we break this right here, we can take this long. Stop loss will be the zone, and we can get in this, right? And you can just continuously do that, especially, I mean, I just like the visual aspect of this and looking at market structure from a zoomed out aspect. This just helped me tenfold. It's gonna help me eliminate a lot of losers. It's gonna help me stop over trading, and I'm only taking entries at zones from now on. This just helped me see structure. So what I wanna do real quick is I just wanna show everybody what this move looks like, and I'm gonna drop down on the time frame and I'm gonna open up both time frames. So this is where we are. Let's go to this actual position on the chart. Boom. Okay, so if you look at this, this is where we are on this chart. This is beauty to me. So what I'm looking for when we get here, right? We just took out this high here and we didn't run this low. So I'm looking for a bounce, but I'm waiting for buying pressure to step up. 50 range chart. If you look, and this is where we drew the bull flag breakout thing. So we got some rejection here. We come back and we retest this zone. We don't break the zone. Look at this zone. Now I drew this zone off of the volume profile, the 20-day, which is going to be on a higher time frame chart. And then up here on the lower time frame chart, I have the 2-day. So we got the 20-day and the 2-day. And I'm drawing zones based off of both. These range charts are going to be just price action. So we are trading pure price. There's no time involved, no nothing. It's just price. That's it. When price moves up and down, it prints. I took this move from this zone, and once it prints 2 candlesticks, I have my strategy trail, because I really just wanted to get to this zone. Anything extra was just extra. But once we get to another zone, I'm trailing it tight because I'm knowing, okay, price is going to make a decision at my zones. That's the reason why I draw my supply and demand zones. It's not to predict where it's going to go. It's just to predict that something's going to happen. For instance, here, you see we get this rejection. We pull back down. Price is trying to break out. It doesn't quite do it. It tries it again, doesn't quite do it. We still don't break. We don't even break this low. Look at this. We don't even break this low. Price crosses up, it pulls back, and this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I want people to see, is we're waiting for it to leave the zone, pull back into the zone, and then take off from the zone again. This is my entry. This is my stop loss here. And if I want to go ahead and draw a tool real quick, if you guys have any questions, y'all just let me know in the comments and I'll explain how these charts work. But like I said, these charts are pure price action. Each candlestick is 50 ticks. Our stop loss here is 50 ticks. 50 ticks is going to be $250. So my stop loss is $250. My TP is always going to be at least 2. So once we reach 1 to 1.5 for the risk to reward ratio, what I like to do is lock in at least that 1. So that 1 will wipe out any loss I had prior to that trade. And then I'm just trailing the bottom of these afterwards. I'm just trailing the bottom of these, right? So even when you trailing that bottom, we go past this zone. Once we get up to this zone, I'm already trailing this tight primarily because of the simple fact we're at the VWAP. That's what this pink line is. This is a nice trade here. It's a little bit more than 500 bucks here. So that's what I wanted. And I'm doing that every single trade. And it's a zone to zone thing for me. If you wanted to take another entry here, you could. And what that entry will look like is this. We pass the zone. We pull back into the zone. We reject directly off of the zone. Our target is this zone up here, right? But once we even get close to it, we trailing tight. And my trailing stop is already locked in because of the simple fact of I use an exit strategy. That's the name of the game. But I wouldn't be able to even see that this is a possibility if it wasn't for me using that higher time frame chart. As you guys can see, if we're looking at these zones and I zoom in at this on this higher time frame, you're seeing that we had all the way we went with the trend. But what I like to see on this higher time frame is I like to see these wicks, because on these wicks that means that we getting a pullback. You feel me? So if we get a pullback into a zone here and then we short, I want to start looking for, you know, moves off of these zones, and I want to only trade these zones. But I need the higher time frame in order to get these zones and to order to see how price is moving, right? So let's move to where we are. And the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because I just seen this move here. I didn't take the move, but I wanted to show you guys how I was able to spot this looking at both time frames. I love this. Let me explain to you why. It's because I can see the context. This is the one I wanted to show you guys because I just watched this play out, and I didn't want to take it because I needed an example. I needed this to happen so I know from now on that if I want to take this, it's not a reversal, but what it is it's a change of trend, and I watched it in real time. So what happened is we broke these highs over here to the left. Now if you see, it just basically looks like just a candlestick on a higher time frame, right? So we come up, we break this, right? We break it. I already seen that price didn't make a new low here. It made a higher high here. It pushed up. It made an equal high. Then it broke the high. Then it pulled back. It touches our EMA. Then it moves up outside of the zone. A bull flag. So this is what I'm looking at. Move down. Breakout. So as soon as we get this breakout here, my stop loss is one candlestick. And we just riding this. We riding this to the zone. Once we get here, I'm trailing this tight. Why am I trailing this tight? Because we at a zone where we could potentially lose some of our profits. I'm trailing this tight. Boom. Here, we still don't get stopped out, right? Or do we? Do we get stopped out there, y'all? No, we don't. We don't get stopped out there. So we still move up, and we're just trailing the bottom of these candles. That's it. We trailing the bottom. We trailing the bottom, right? Now, if we get stopped out here, we just, man, listen. You just changed your life. You just passed an eval right there. Now, this is just one contract. Just imagine if you traded this with multiple contracts. Same thing here. We got the pullback. We rejected off the zone a little bit. We pull back into the zone. These zones are fucking dangerous. I'm sorry, YouTube. These zones are dangerous, y'all. We push up off that zone. We take the long here, stop loss down here. We continue. We just trying to make it to the next zone. When I used to see Patrick talk about this shit, I used to be like, oh, this shit is impossible. Now I'm looking at this shit. I have not taken Patrick's course, but these bull flags, he's right about these bull flags and these bear flags. These flags are a way to fucking go, y'all. So with that being said, like I said, I just wanted to come in real quick and show you guys what I was looking at as far as higher time frame analysis go. Like I said, I just added this to my strategy 100 range chart, looking at the market from a wider macro view. If you're not already in the Discord, make sure you get in the Discord. It's the UTC. I'm going to put it in the description of the video. If you guys have any questions about higher time frame analysis or multi-time frame analysis or range charts in general, make sure you go and leave the question in the comment section. If you are a prop firm trader, I want to wish you the best of luck. I want you to come over to Apex, use that discount code so we can, you feel me? So we can get that chicken 2025. Use that discount code. I do think Apex is the way to go if you're a new trader, if you're new to the game, or even if you just want to scale. Make sure you tap in with Tradezella. I got all the codes at the bottom, man. Thank you for watching. If you don't do nothing else, man, stay dangerous. I am the trading plug.